Hey, Scruffy. How you doing? Haven't seen you all day. It's a little early for dinner. Didn't think you'd be that hungry. But, I have a treat tonight. I got more of your chicken skin. So I mixed it in with your veal chicken and tuna and kibble. Wow, you're meowy tonight. So, guess I'll open the door. Bring out your food. If you move. So it was windy again today. Actually, not as bad as yesterday. But yeah, the temperature kept dropping. So it's been cold. Didn't expect that. So in the span of a couple days, I think we've dropped almost 40 degrees. I don't know. Scruffy looking inside? Okay. So let's put food on the table. Glove on. Okay. Scruffy's dirty again. Looks like he's been crawling through the bushes. So yeah, the weather's been kind of weird. So we've got our first heat wave. It's only the beginning of spring. And then we got a surprise rainstorm. Usually we don't get those at all. So if we do, it's like winter like weather. And then yeah, the temperature has dropped back to more winterish temperatures. So I went for a run today, but it was cold enough that I had to get my heavy clothing again. So I'd actually stopped wearing my long pants maybe probably more than a few weeks ago, because it was starting to warm up. And then a couple times, yeah, I didn't even bring my sweater, because it was warm. It's getting warm, and it was actually too warm. But yeah, today it cooled down so much that I needed all the heavy clothing again. And actually, I didn't bring my gloves, and I was actually wondering if I should have brought them because my hands were getting cold. So yeah, definitely funny weather. So the forecast yesterday, I think, suggested there would be rain every other day. The forecast changed, and yeah, it looks like there's only a forecast for rain, I think maybe 4 days from now. But since we rarely get rain, I'm not really thinking that's going to materialize. Especially since the other rain clouds had disappeared. Wow, Scruffy's climbing. So let me get under his body on that one. So yeah, he doesn't normally let me touch his underbelly. So that might have been a first. So yeah, my run was kind of terrible again. I didn't wear my new shoes, hoping to give myself a little bit of a slight edge because my feet have been getting tired or sore. I think partly because of the new shoes, but today, yeah, my feet were still getting kind of sore and tired, so can't completely blame the new shoes. I think my first lap was actually the worst, and then I slowly got a little bit better, but yeah, overall it's pretty bad. But I did do 4 laps this time instead of 3, so I think last time I did 4 laps, I did kind of the same justification. My run time was so bad, I just kept going, trying to make up for it with some distance. But I think I'm going to have to do an interval run maybe next time, because yeah, my legs and my feet are my constraint right now, so I'm not necessarily getting my heart rate up as much as I probably should be. So I think I need to do some sprints to get my heart rate up. So my leg was not bothering me like it was the past few times. I think I was feeling some residual stuff from my attempted bicycle ride. So I think today I was kind of felt like I was about where I was before I did that bicycle ride, I think. So I didn't really notice my leg too much, except when I first started running, I kind of noticed a little twinge or something, but it kind of went away. So let's see, I didn't see any cat. No, I actually take that back. I saw the porch cat, and I caught a glimpse of a white and gray cat. And I think it's the white and gray cat that I saw fighting Boots like a year ago. I keep getting a glimpse, I think, of that cat, but I never get a good look at it. It's always going somewhere and disappearing. So today I was, I think, leaving the park, and I saw the cat was walking in somebody's yard, and then there were a bunch of trees obstructing my view as I was walking out of the park. And then after I left the park, and the trees were no longer obstructing my view, the cat was already gone. But I think the cat had ducked into one of the hiding places in somebody's yard, so in a bush or some sort of crevice or something. So I think Scruffy's about ready. Ready for your food? I think, yeah, you're turning. Okay, so we'll do one more on this side, and then we'll get your food. The other side now. Yeah. Okay, let's get your food. Okay. Oops. Looks like he got defensive there for a second. It's kind of weird because he usually doesn't mind this side as much as the other side. And I actually wasn't brushing that hard. And there was no resistance in the fur. So anyway, let's see. Oh, I did see Scruffy very early this morning. He was, I think, on the deck sunbathing and grooming. So, sun came out today, but yeah, it was just kind of cold and a little bit windy. So, yesterday was windier. And I think, yeah, that was all I saw of Scruffy today, because when I brought out the water, he wasn't around, or he was hiding. So I took a look around the deck, and I didn't see him. I'm guessing either he was hiding under the deck somewhere, or he left the yard. Because when I came back in, I actually did watch the water bowl for a little bit to see if he'd come, and he didn't come, so yeah, he wasn't interested in the water. I finally made my egg fried rice. So I think talking about it for months now. I finally did it. So didn't have all the ingredients, namely green onions. I didn't have any of. But I made some rice a few days ago when I used my sun oven. So the pot I have it's a double stack pot. Comes with the sun oven. So on the top, I put the chicken on the top level, and then I made on the bottom level. I put rice in there to cook, and it actually came out really well. The rice was actually really fluffy. It's not always consistent how it comes out. I'm experimenting with, I think, putting more water in it, and then sometimes also adding some stuff to the rice to see if it helps cook in the sun oven. And this time I think I put a little bit of salt and pepper, and oh yeah, I also put a little bit of margarine. Because yeah, I was thinking maybe a little bit of fat or something might help it from drying out too easily in the sun oven. Plus the extra water, and then I was also thinking the salt might help too. So whatever it was, it actually came out pretty well. But with egg fried rice, you actually needed to kind of dry out. That's why you're supposed to use day old rice, but actually it was so fluffy I actually had to wait several days for it to dry out enough. So I finally got to the point where I felt it was dry enough I could try it, and I had a little bit of time to actually cook. And I think, yeah, several months ago I bought a shallot, and I never used it. I think I used part of it, but I had another one just sitting there, and I'm thinking, yeah, I need to use that shallot for something. So I said, well, yeah, I guess egg fried rice would be appropriate. And had some garlic. I always have I usually keep a lot of garlic on hand. Buy those big packages at Costco. Be good for garlic for a couple months. And and yeah, it's just kind of just winging it. And been watching various YouTube videos. So I watched those Uncle Roger videos where he critiques other chefs cooking egg fried rice, and he usually complains how they mess them up. And I think because I watched those videos, YouTube keeps recommending more egg fried rice videos. So I've seen more than my share, and so I was just kind of doing an ad hoc egg fried rice based on all the different videos I've seen. I don't think mine came out as good as some of the ones I've been watching, but it's good enough. It's edible. Scruffy's making strange motions. It's like food stuck to his roof of his mouth, maybe. Hope he doesn't throw up. So I noticed, the plate is completely off the mat. I know I didn't put it down on the mat this time. I should have, because, figures, the time I put it on the deck, he's probably going to throw up on my deck instead of the mat. So, I finally cooked egg fried rice. So next I think I need to cook tacos, because I've been talking about that for months, I think, as well. I haven't done that yet. I bet the shallots actually work on the tacos as well. Yeah, I think I've actually been craving cheese recently. So I remember at the beginning of the lockdowns, Disney released their recipe for their, I guess they're famous for a particular grilled cheese sandwich. I guess they have a restaurant that serves it, and for some reason I think the menu style or theming is tied to Toy Story. I'm not quite sure on how that all fits together, but I've heard rave reviews about the grilled cheese sandwich from Disney, and then when the recipe was released, I saw some YouTubers actually cooked it, and it looked really good. So I actually cooked it. It's over a year ago. Actually did it a couple times, and it's really good. And I've been having a craving for cheese recently, and thinking that might satisfy my craving for cheese. But probably one of the worst things I could eat from a diet. So trying to think of something else I can cook that might satisfy the craving. So quesadilla wouldn't be as bad, just because yeah, you don't have as much calories from the bread. So yeah, I wonder if you use the the spread that from the Disney recipe on the quesadilla instead of the bread, would that be just as tasty? Probably should try that. But I do remember, yeah, the Disney recipe actually was more work than I anticipated. I remember I needed to get a whole bunch of one had to get, yeah, they actually had several cheeses, and my problem is I don't eat enough cheese and it gets moldy very quickly. And cheese is kind of expensive, so I don't buy it that often. So I'd have to go out and go shopping and get the right cheeses, and yeah, I don't have any tortillas, so I need to get some tortillas. I'm actually low on bread too. I need to get some bread. I've been eating very little bread. So I bought, I think the loaf, I freeze the loaf because I don't eat enough bread. They go stale and rotten too quickly for me to eat. So I freeze them. And I think I've been working on this current loaf for like a year now. It's almost gone. So I'll have to get another loaf. Because yeah, I think I bought it before my freezer died. So I haven't been buying more because I don't. The little freezer I have left is not large enough to hold that much. So I'm still thinking I need to cave in and buy a new freezer. Of course, now I have my little financial nightmare that I'm dealing with, so I'm not inclined to make any big purchases right now. So my problem kept me up again last night. Kept having kind of like anxiety attacks in the middle of the night. And yeah, nightmares. So I'm not in a good place right now. Scruffy's taking a long time to eat tonight. So I think the other day when I gave him chicken skin, I think he ate a little faster than today. So I guess he's just not as hungry. There's a lot of pate smear at the bottom of the bowl that he didn't get. So I'm going to move the balls for him so he wants to finish the bowl. No? I think that's a first. Doesn't want to finish the bowl. So yeah, there's pate smears on the bottom and some on the golf ball. Guess he's just not hungry. Yeah. Maybe he caught something today. Okay, folks, that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.